Hi everyone, it's been a while. I have been MIA, I know, but I'm back and I look like a prisoner with this shirt on. But no, I did not just escape prison. I've just been doing a lot of things, keeping myself busy in school and all that. So yeah, I'm back with a new video though. Oh my god, I don't know how to talk. I forgot how to do this. Like, it's been that long. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 steps on joining the military and 5 requirements for joining the military. So if you guys are curious on what steps you have to take, let's say you're like on the verge of joining but don't really know what you're going to go into, and don't really know what steps to take, keep watching the video. And if you're curious about the requirements that they look for joining the military, keep on watching the video. Number 1, what you need to do is to do your research with the different branches. You have 5 different branches to choose from: the Marines, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, and the Coast Guard. I have been in the Army and I'm currently in the Air Force, so I can answer your questions with those 2 branches, but I don't know much about the other 3 branches. So make sure if you have any questions to Google them or watch other videos of other people in those branches. If you do have a question about the Army and the Air Force, let me know or comment down below whatever question you may have, and I'll try to answer them for you. Number 2, you're gonna pick your type of service. So either you want to work full-time in the military or part-time in the military. Keep in mind that I'm in the military part-time and I am in the National Guard. But regardless, if you're active duty, reserves, National Guard, we're all going to the same basic training. When we deploy, we're all going to be in the same location. We're all going to be doing the same things. So your type of service doesn't really matter at the end of the day. The reason why I'm doing part-time is because I'm still going to school. I want to get my bachelor's degree and possibly commission into an officer. But that's besides the point. I want to tell you guys the different type of service that you can get or that you can go into. So first you have the Marines, the Navy, and the Coast Guards. All 3 of those have active duty and reserves only. Okay, types of service. Then you have the Army and the Air Force. The Army and the Air Force has active duty, the reserves, in the National Guard, which is what I am, National Guard. So National Guard is different. I'm gonna make a video about the National Guard later, so stay tuned. So yeah, do your research with the different branches. Pick your type of service. Number 3, last but not least, is to talk to a recruiter. A recruiter can answer every single question that you have about the military. Yeah, so once you pick the branch that you want to join, once you pick the type of service you want to join, let's say you want to join the Army Reserves, talk to a recruiter. Make sure you talk to a recruiter that enlists people in the Army Reserves, because there are different types of recruiters. There are recruiters for Air Force active duty, for Air Force National Guard, two different recruiters. You have different recruiters if you want to join the Navy Reserves, if you want to join the Marine active duty. There are different recruiters. So pay attention to the recruiters that you're talking to. Make sure you're talking to the right recruiter, because recruiters will just recruit you and knows exactly how to talk you into joining. Like, let's say you want to join the Army Reserves and you're talking to a Marines active duty. He's gonna talk you out of joining the Army Reserves, even though you have already done your research. So yeah, keep that in mind. All right, so now we're gonna be talking about the 5 requirements of joining the military. Yeah, so number 1, be a U.S. citizen or a resident. You can get your citizenship in the military. Talk to a recruiter about that first. Don't ask me, because I don't know what to tell you. I don't know much. I'm just gonna tell you to go talk to a recruiter. Number 2, you have to be 17 years old at least. If you're 17 years old, you must have a parent or guardian approval. Yeah, so Side note, I joined the army when I was 17, so my mom had to sign this little paper saying that I could join. But I did split ops, which means I was in junior. Then after junior, in my summer, like during the summer, I went to basic training. And then after basic training, after I graduated basic training, I went back to school to finish my senior year. Once I got my diploma, I gave a copy to my recruiter, and then I went to tech school in AIT after I graduated high school. So that's how split op works. Keep in mind that split ops only works for Army, National Guard that I know of. I don't think the Air Force does it. I think you have to be 18 if you want to join any other branch. I think the Army is the only one that takes 17 years old. I'm not positive though, but yeah, that's the route that I took, and I just wanted to share that with you. Number 3, you must have a high school diploma. So I just told you guys my story about doing split ops. So you guys know that I went to basic training without a high school diploma, but split ops means I can do basic training, graduate, get my high school diploma, and then go to tech school in AIT after I graduate high school. So basically you can't do tech school or AIT once or without a high school diploma. So number 4, you must have a passing ASVAB score. Now the ASVAB is not a pass and a fail. It's actually like, okay, so the Army, you have to make at least a 31 on the ASVAB to join, just like an entry level. But the different jobs do have a minimum score that you have to have. So let's say if you want to be like a combat medic in the Army, and let's say like their minimum score is a 60, of course you have to make a 60 on your ASVAB to be a medical or combat medic. But if you just want to join the military and like do infantry, I think they have like the lowest ASVAB score. So yeah, so the Army, you have to have at least a 31. The Navy, you have to have at least a 35. The Marines, you have to have at least a 31. And the Air Force, you have to have at least a 36. I'm not 100% sure. I pretty much just Googled this and told you guys that. But talk to a recruiter and ask them to be sure. If you do want to go to the medical field and do that as a job, keep in mind that your score needs to be a little higher than what the minimum standard is to just join the military. All right, so number 5, last but not least, you must be able to pass a physical medical exam. All right, so once you have done your contract, your paperwork to join the military, everyone is gonna have to go through MEPS. MEPS is a military entrance processing station. Everybody, whether you're Marines, your Navy, your Army, whatever, you have to go through MEPS. Everybody has to go through MEPS, and you have to pass their physical exam. So MEPS consists of vision test, hearing test, urine test, blood test, physical test. You must be able to pass your weight requirement. You can't be underweight or overweight, so keep that in mind. Also, that's when they pretty much make you take all your clothes off, and they're gonna look at you just to see if there's any I don't know, if there's anything that's off about you that you may have not written on your contract. If you've had like a big incision like right here and you didn't put it on your paperwork, they will catch that at MEPS. So don't lie on your paperwork when you say you've never had a surgery but then you have like a big incision right here. So yeah, what else? Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about the tattoo policy. Now, I'm not 100% sure. We can go into more details about this, but I just want to tell you the basic requirements because I know tattoos are a thing and a lot of you guys are confused. Like, I don't want to get a tattoo because I don't know the requirements of joining the military. If you want to get a tattoo and you want to join the military, don't get a tattoo that shows from your neck up and from your wrist to your hands, because so think about like when you wear the uniform, you have the jacket on, right? And you have the pants and the boots. So the thing that's showing is your face, from your neck to your face, to your ears and stuff like that. And also your hand is open and your wrist is open. So don't get any tattoo that's visible at all. By saying that we can go into details, they do have requirements with a certain, like, let's say if you get a tattoo on your chest, there's a certain size that they do look for, if it's too big, or what kind of tattoo it is, if it's gang related or whatever. Yeah, so they do go into more that detail with the tattoo, in that you are going to have to list your tattoos in a piece of paper, and where it is and what it is. So keep that in mind. That's pretty much all that I have for you guys. I'm looking down because I'm trying to see if I've mentioned everything that I wanted to mention. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. If I didn't mention anything that you want to add, comment down below. If you have any further question, if I messed up, if I didn't say anything right, comment down below. I do read all you guys' comments, and I read all of your guys' messages on my social media. But if you ask me a stupid question, I'm gonna ignore it and pretend like you didn't just ask that. If you have like a basic question, you can pretty much Google that. That's all I have for you guys today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Put your don't forget to click the little notification bell by the subscribe button, so you guys can get a heads up when I do make my videos and post them. If you guys have any ideas, video ideas that you want to recommend to me, or any type of video that you want to see from me, feel free to comment down below. And that's all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.